So next question, Michael Mann. Hello, James and Dutch. Was it ever pitched for Dutch to be a manager or commentator while he was in TNA? Great show. Thank you.
Well, I didn't want to be a manager to start off with. That means I would have to actually go out and do something. No, my job is trying to come up with ideas for other guys. And I would have entertained the idea of being a commentator because I think I would have helped quite a lot there. Don West was there. And somewhere along the way, Dixie Carter fell out with Don. Now, Don used to do, he was a, what they call,
he was a pitchman, wasn't he?
He was a pitchman for
Home Shopping Network.
Right. Home Shopping. That's exactly what it was. Home Shopping Network. And where he would say, hey, you got to get it here and do it and blah, blah. And but she wanted to get rid of him and hire Taz. But she eventually did that. And I says, listen, why don't, and I didn't tell Don. Don's passed away now. But I didn't tell Don, but I said, why don't you hook me up with Don during the broadcast and let me just feed him some stuff without telling him, because I think he would have taken that as a as a disrespectful move. And I said, hey, Don, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to be listening to you, and I'll feed you some stuff. You can use it or not use it. But I said, just slow down a little bit, and we'll see how this does. So we started, the first week went great. Second week went great. And up to the time they let him go, he was doing great. Even Dixie brought it to me. She says, he's really funny. Now, he was funny anyway, but if he would take his time with some of this stuff, he would be even funnier. So when I would feed him these lines, and I forgot what I fed him, some stupid crap, but it sounds like something that he would say. And then they ended up letting him go. And then they brought in Taz. So why they did that, I don't know. I really don't. Unless they just paid Taz less, may have paid him more. I don't know.
Who's an ex-WWE guy, so I imagine Dixie paid him tons.
Well, I don't think he would have come for less than Don was making, because Don was living there. So, and I don't think people watched the show, or didn't watch it then, for the color man. I really don't. A color man can really help a show, but I don't think they watch it unless he's actively involved in something just for him. So Lawler was very good as a color man. Heenan was very good as the color man. Jesse Ventura, great as the color guys, because they would add the details of what the main announcer didn't put in there. But Don, he ended up, I tried to help him, but it didn't work. And from that time on, I don't think Don ever, well, he was done with TNA, but he left with a bad taste in his mouth.
Mm. I know they shunted him down to basically doing pitchman stuff for like TNA merchandise as well, which at the time, some of their merch was horrendous that they were trying to get out there as well. So I don't think they sold much.
He was what?
Horrendous.
It wasn't that good.
No. So do you think the fallout, I mean, was there actually a fallout with Don and Dixie, or was it just she was enamored with a WWE guy coming in, or actually there was some issue between the two?
No, I think what happened, that Taz, I think he contacted Dixie, made his availability known. Now, the only place they can use him is on the show. And they wasn't going to go to a 3-man booth, because that means just paying an extra guy. So they just put him in Don's spot, which I don't think, I didn't like it. Jeff didn't like it. Vince Russo, he didn't like it, because, after we'd worked with Don for those number of years, he was like a friend. So, and to have a friend lose a job, we didn't like it. So, but that's what happened.
Yeah, for someone who'd never done it before as well. I mean, obviously he'd never done commentary before. I don't think he'd ever done sports commentary before. But for whatever what he lacked, he made up for us in enthusiasm. He was really good.
No, I think Vince heard him on that home shopping channel, and Vince loved him, and he said, "Let's bring him in." And he'd never done it before, and he didn't. Nobody was trying to teach him either till I got there. But when I got there, it was almost too late. But I had offered to help him before, and he kind of turned it down. I said, "Okay," and till the times kind of got like, it's either going to be you or Taz. So here's your chance to set your mark. Yeah, but I don't think he even knew that. I think he got wind of it later, and then he became more receptive to me helping him. But Don West, great guy. Great guy. I loved him.
Very briefly, did you ever appear on screen for TNA?
One time I did, but it was back when it became Impact. It was in like 2017.
Oh, so never in the original run, though?
No.
Okay, we've got time.
Maybe I did.
I'll tell you what, 'cause I've never seen you on TNA. So internet sleuth out there, I would like you to write in questionsfordutch@gmail.com. And if you can find anything, backstage thing or anything where Dutch appears on the main show, or, Explosion or Impact or whatever, then write in, because I'd be interested to know. Right, we have time for... Well, we've only got 2 more questions, so if the first one doesn't work out, we've got one more back.
I appeared in 100 episodes of Smoky Mountain.
You did? That as well?
100 episodes.
Yeah,
103, I think.
That doesn't require internet sleuthing, though. You can just pick one and you'll find you.
Yeah.
With the sign asking if Bob Caudle's hair's real.